Hi, I'm Stu. I'm a backpacker from England travelling around Southeast Asia. This is day number 51 and this morning I was at the S21 Genocide Centre. This afternoon, right now, I'm outside the Killing Fields. Now I thought I'd do two separate videos. I thought I'd give each place its own respect by doing individual videos. So I'm about to go in. Now the Killing Fields itself is in a very built up area. Further on down they're building more stuff. It's time to go in. I'm going to tell more about the place as I get in. $6. For $6 you are given headphones. Anything go around your neck and you get an audio tour. So I'm going to be listening to this as I'm talking, but this is, if I can turn it around, although it's known as the Killing Fields, it's the Choeung Ek Genocidal Centre, and this is the site of over 8,000 bodies that were discovered after the fall of the Khmer Rouge. So just mass graves were found all over the place. So I'm going to start the tour on my ear, and then just every now and again, without getting too emotional, and then show you some of the sights. The audio guide is a guy who survived the Killing Fields itself, and it goes into, it tells you about his history of just before the genocide started and afterwards, and he's telling you to go around various places, and all along he'll be explaining what every stop means. I mean, there's a lot of it you don't really need the audio because there's lots of signage. That's the monument to the many million people who were killed under the genocidal Pol Pot regime. So this is the place where trucks would stop. You got a little picture there, and each truck would have 20-30 people in it. Comes 2-3 times a month, but in the audio we've just been told that in 1979 they were coming every day, and people were inside thinking or being told that they were going to a new place, new home, but they were coming here to die. So who were these people that were actually brought here? Because Pol Pot had this vision of a communist utopia, of everyone working the land, no money, anybody who was classed as education, anybody that had a profession were classed as against the state. Even people who wore glasses that looked intelligent were brought here. Nuns, monks, and according to the audios, anybody with soft hands. So in this place here there would have been a building, and on that building they would have been put in and killed at night. So behind me would have been where the executioner's office was. They've just explained that once for the Khmer Rouge happened, the local population was starving, they were hungry, they had nothing, so they dismantled everything around here, which is why there's nothing of the buildings then still standing. Just there would have been the DDT office, where they had all the chemicals, which they could cover over the bodies to get rid of the stench of human flesh rotten. Crazy. I moved on because there's a tour going on and the guide is talking, so I didn't want to really interrupt him. But just there, there's a mass grave of 450 people, and it's not just men; it's men and women, children. And the audio guy was saying that you can walk around, and every now and again you'll get a bone come through, a skull come through. Mad. And then you got this place here, mass grave of 166 victims without heads. Not even worth thinking about, is it? But the people who were buried here, decapitated, were actually Khmer Rouge soldiers. By 1978, Pol Pot had got a bit doolally, bit crazy, bit paranoid. His utopia of what he believed his country should be like was falling apart, and he blamed the soldiers. And it took one soldier to have a little bit of a tittle-tattle about another soldier, and bang, his head was gone, and they were brought here, still dressed in their uniforms. So here you've got the sign saying after mass graves were exhumed in 1980. These were the clothes that they found. My God. So sad. In the audio description they explain that as some of these clothes are actually children's, and there's actually blindfolds amongst them. This is where it gets a bit emotional, gets a bit serious, gets more serious. This is a mass grave of more than 100 victims, children and women, who in majority were naked. And just listen to the audio guide. I'm just trying to hold it back. But a lot of the women had been raped, and the babies had been killed against that tree, smashed their heads in, and it's now known as the killing tree. A Khmer Rouge soldier was captured after the fallout was asked why he killed children. His reply was, if you're going to kill a plant, you need to kill the roots as well. Every couple of months that the caretakers of this place go around and they'll find bones. It's put into here. Just there is teeth. Basically, it's like they're saying the spirits are restless. So in front of me now is a tree, which is called the magic tree, and basically they would hang a loudspeaker off the branches with music full blast, so the villagers around this place couldn't hear the screams of the victims as they died. Not very magic to me. Everywhere you look, you know it's a mass grave. There are people buried underneath where I'm standing. Crazy. See the skull. So I've come back to the memorial and listening in, and I didn't even realise, but there's just 17 levels of skulls. Now it says that we're allowed to go in. I am allowed to go in, and I'm going to go in, take some videos, but out of respect, you're not allowed to talk. You're allowed to pray if you want to. So I'm going to go in and see these people, these humans. I think it's heartbreaking to see all them skulls in there, knowing some of them were my grandparents' age, some of them my nephew's age. It's hard to take in. And as long as this place exists, it's a reminder of their past, that some humans are evil. From the two places that I've been to, S21 and this, it's worth going to both of them. S21 first, to get an idea of where they were, and that place is emotional. You don't need the oh god, you don't need the audio for that one. You just see the photographs of the people that were taking it. With this one, because you get the audio with it and you get the stories with no photographs, but you just get the images in your head of what's this place to be like. And I think this statue sums it up perfectly. Never will we forget the crimes committed in the democratic Cambodia regime. And that's the Killing Fields. It's been an interesting place, thought-provoking, emotional. And I'm glad I came. However, it's time for me to leave. I'm going to head back to the hotel, the hostel. I have got one day left here, and tomorrow I'm going to try and get out and about to see some more stuff within Phnom Penh. But if you've enjoyed this video, and I use that word enjoy with a pinch of salt, but press that like button. If you want to see more of what I get up to in Phnom Penh, press that subscribe button. But until next time, bye bye for now.